everyone, my name is Muhammad Iqbal. I'm working at RER as an ecologist. I've been joining RER since the beginning, back in 2013 when it started its operations in Kampar Peninsula. At that time, the condition is not very good. Forest was fired and illegal logging is occurring. So we managed to secure that thanks to production protection models, where the production area that surrounding RER protected from further disturbance. Forest restoration is an effort to bring forests back to pre-disturbance conditions. It is very slow and takes very long time process. And to understand that, we have to know the history of the forest, and knowing the conditions pre-disturbance is very important. One of the main activity in restoration is replanting the disturbed forest with native species. To begin that, we collect seedlings of native species from surrounding forest that still have good conditions. Then we collect those and we bring those seedlings to our nursery. Some of the seedlings that we bring to our nursery is critically endangered species. For example, Sorea platycarpa or Marantirawa. And the second one is a Fatica tasmaniana or Rasakrawa. To be specific with Rasakrawa, it's not just endangered, but it's also endemic in Sumatra and on peat swamp. So it's only can be found in Sumatra Islands and the surrounding islands and on the peat swamp. While we're planting those species, we hope these species then later will turn back the forest in the future.
Hi everyone, and greetings from Sumatra. I'm Dr. Chela Powell, the Restoration Manager at RER. So the peat swamp forests of RER are ecologically important and equally fascinating place to work. Much of the area is quite impenetrable and located in really isolated areas. So the biodiversity has been quite unexplored historically. However, since 2015, we've been gathering baseline biodiversity information about reptiles, amphibians, birds, mammals, fish and woody plants, and we now have a species inventory of over 800 species. Most recently, we've also begun looking into the invertebrate community of RER, beginning with dragonflies and damselflies, Odonata. So we have 28 species that have been found just from preliminary studies, some of which are new for Sumatra. Since 2015, we've also recorded 5 of Sumatra's 6 felid species, including the very rare and endangered flat-headed cat. So we'll be doing targeted species monitoring for the flat-headed cat to understand more about the habitat preferences of this rare small cat in RER. We're also really interested in looking into the interface or the edge between plantation and the peat swamp forest of RER. So our restoration area is surrounded by plantation, and this edge effect study will be looking into how mammals respond to this ecotone or transitional zone from natural forest to plantation. Ultimately, the data that we collect will help us with species conservation planning into the future. As a biologist, I feel incredibly honoured to work in such a ecologically significant, biodiverse and wild part of the world and contribute to its restoration.
Hi everyone, my name is Prayitno Goenarto, and I'm a conservation supervisor here at RER. Most of my work involves studying and measuring the vast biodiversity here, mainly through surveys and camera trapping. I've been working here for almost 4 years now, but I'm fortunate enough to still be learning new things about this rather understudied landscape. RER is part of the Kampar Peninsula landscape, which has been designated as an important bird area. With over 300 species recorded, 20% of which are migratory. Migratory birds use this area usually to refuel or to rest before continuing on their journey along their migratory routes. Among these migratory birds are raptors and water birds. These help support ecosystem balance and connect vast landscapes globally. This is why RER has been monitoring them, mainly through Raptor Watch as well as the Asian waterbird census. Given the past lack of research in the area, there are still a lot of things for us to learn and discover. And personally for me, hopefully more birds to record in the area. Please drop your details and find out more about RER.